The Gordon Fan Special. Edward's Day Out. From the book, The Three Railway Engines. Sorry about that. Once upon a time, there was a little engine called Edward. He lived in a shed with 5 other engines. They were all bigger than Edward and boasted about it. The driver won't choose you again, they said. He wants big, strong engines like us. Let me show you the illustration. And there you go. Edward had not been out for a long time. He began to feel sad. Just then, his driver and fireman came along to start work. The driver looked at Edward. "Why are you sad?" he asked. "Would you like to come out today?" "Yes, please," said Edward. So the fireman lit the fire and made a nice lot of steam. So the fireman lit the fire and made a nice lot of steam. Then the driver pulled the lever and Edward puffed away. "Peep, peep," he whistled. "Look at me now." The others were very cross at being left behind. Let me just show you the illustration. Sorry, guys. Left behind. And away went Edward to get some coaches. "Be careful, Edward," said the coaches. "Don't bump us and bang us like the other engines do." The illustration right here. Time to read. Edward came up to the coaches very, very gently, and the shunter fashioned the coupling. "Thank you," Edward said. The coaches that was kind. We were," said Edward. "The coaches," said the coaches. Said the coaches, "that was kind. We are glad you are taking us today." Then they went to the station where the people were waiting. "Peep, peep," whistled Edward. "Get in quickly, please." So the people got in quickly, and Edward waited happily for the guard to blow his whistle and wave his green flag. He waited and waited. There was no whistle, no green flag. Oh, what was that? Sorry. No green flag. Peep, peep, peep. Where is the guard? That guard. Edward was getting anxious. The driver and fireman asked the station master, "Have you seen the guard?" "No," he said. They asked the porter, "Have you seen the guard?" "Yes, last night," said the porter. Edward began to get cross. "Are we ever going to start?" he asked. He said. Just then, a little boy shouted, "Here he comes!" And there the guard was, running. Alright. Oops, sorry guys. Alright, last illustration. Let me show you that. Oh, it was just showing you in case the camera didn't catch it. Yeah. No. Showing you that. Yeah. down the hill with his flag in one hand and sandwich in the other. He ran onto the platform, blew his whistle, and jumped into his van. Edward puffed off. He did have a happy day. All the children ran to wave as he went past, and he met old friends at all the stations. He worked so hard that his driver promised to take him out again next day. I'm going out again tomorrow, he told the other engines that night in the shed. What do you think of that? But he didn't hear what they thought, for he was so tired and happy they fell asleep at once. And that was the story that started it all. That started the Railway series and the TV series. Not the TV series, but you know what I mean, like the story of the book, the first story of the book series that inspired the TV series. And it all became possible with someone just wanting to make a child smile again, being the Reverend W. Awdry, after his son Christopher Awdry was recovering from the measles. And later on, his son, when he got older, took the Railway series over after his father retired. And a year later, in 1948, they made a TV show directed by Britt Allcroft and David Minton called Thomas the Tank Engine. And the series is still going on to this day. So I just wanted to say happy 75th, and in the case of the TV series, 35th anniversary. Sorry if this video was late, but I was very tired yesterday. So again, happy 75th and 35th anniversary to the TV series and the Railway series.